VAB is a connector, it's a facilitator. And that's, if you look at it that way, that's exactly what it is. It's great, to build a network, a peer-to-peer network. It's fantastic. It's great as a knowledge sharing platform. It's fantastic in order to build connectors that give you access to potential board advisory roles, but also knowledge experience in AI, ESG, DEI. You can ask for anything and you will get a response. And I've had 5 years of this, of asking questions and immediately getting at least 3, 4, 5 responses that have all led to something. My value proposition and advice to maybe new VAB members or people that are joining us, thinking of joining, is it's a fantastic platform, but you are going to have to invest. And by invest, you need to invest your time. You need to get to know people. You need to go to the seminars. You need to connect with the guys at VAB. Everybody, the whole team is so helpful, whether it's onboarding, face-to-face events, online events. Make the most of all of that. It's been a fantastic part of my life. So thank you to all of you.
To be honest, when I left KPMG in 2021, I was really looking forward to my next stage in my career, my next phase. As a partner, you do work with boards and you do work with executive teams, but you don't know the exact dynamics of what is it to be a board member. So I always thought that, what will be the next step for myself and how do I get involved? How do I get connected with people with experience? By pure coincidence or serendipity, you may call it, I met David in the Volcano Summit in Guatemala in 2023. And David was, for the first time, to be honest, where I got to be exposed to VAB as an organization. And at that time, I wasn't really ready, where in essence, you told me, what, Glenn, I need somebody in Panama, in your area, to help us build out this network. And this is probably what's happening in all other countries as well, where you have 1 or 2 guys that are willing, or girls that are willing to take the time to really carve out time of our busy schedule to really build something and build a community, which is what I really started doing. And with the help of the entire staff and the team, which is fantastic, I started having my own personal journey, right? Where I started connecting with people all across the globe. To be honest, VAB for me represents a filter of access to high quality and experienced talent that we have out there. And, you on the call is a great example of that, where you don't have to go to all this hoopla of, do I know this guy? Do I need to, pay attention? Do I need to respond? It's already there for us. And I think that is accelerating the connections. It's also creating trust between the community. And as a local leader, it creates an additional level of responsibility to know for sure that we're filtering and we're acquiring and getting the best and brightest talent to be part of the community. And those are very important things that I cherish a lot. Obviously, it did result in me getting a position by pure coincidence. Again, we were running this training on how to create your board profile or your board bio, or to make it even better. And that couldn't have come at a better time, of which I was selected recently as an independent board director for the single operator for payments here in Panama, which is really represented by the largest bank.
I think 2 things that really make a difference to me. It's been really leaning into exploring some of the different partnerships that VAB has. You've got Board Owl, you've got Selling Through Strategics, you've got Southside Group, you've got the Advisory Board Centre in Australia. You've really got to make the effort to understand which ones of those are right for you. But I got connected to the Southside Group. through VAB. I now lead the tech practice for them. We're a global M&A firm. The second tip would be, if you have the opportunity, I'll join one of my board groups as well, because I think particularly if you're earlier in your transition from some kind of executive life to more of a portfolio career, it helps a lot to be surrounded by people that are at different points of that journey yourself, and to come together, once every 6 weeks or so for 3 or 4 hours and kind of share and be a little vulnerable with each other about what are some of the common themes that you're working with across your kind of personal, professional and family life. So those would be my two. Join my board and lean into the partnerships.
First of all, I've got to thank Paul, because actually Paul introduced me to VAB. So there you go. That's the first back in New Zealand when I was looking at moving my career overseas. So quick tips from me. Lean into, I think Paul said, network, taking every opportunity to participate in activity. And the thing that I got early on is sort of be clear on your value proposition, because when you meet so many impressive people that are on this call and others, it's quite good to be able to know, place a name with a skill or an experience. So that's quite useful. And for me, it's just the simple stuff. Like when I was embarking on my first advisory role, I wanted a contract that I could just use, and I asked on the WhatsApp group, and someone came back to me almost instantly with a very simple draft contract as an advisor. So that's tip number 2, which is ask for help. And number 3 is actually value the time you get with the VAB team. I've had Juliana and others help me just connect, and those quarterly meetings are really useful for making sure I put the work in to this network.
I was on one board when I joined. I really was struggling with something that I saw very wrong happening on the board that I was on. And I didn't want to speak up because of the gravity of what it was. And I was encouraged by this group to speak up. And now I'm on a suntan board, suntan manufacturer board. I'm just about to roll on as an NED of a MarTech company. And I'm on the board of Kintera AI, an AI company that works on governance. It's like, I've got a lot going on. But my tip is that I learned is speak up. We can change the world. This is a global organization. A lot of us are expats, so we have a special understanding of world dynamics and what it takes for peace and to change things. The boardroom is a place to change things, but you can't change them if you stay silent when things are going on and you're not asking tough questions. So I encourage you when you feel like, oh, I'm just going to go with the flow on this one, speak up, because that is how we make the world a better place. And thank you, VAB, for making me feel like I have a family around the world, because that's why I'm here and that's what I absolutely love. And happy anniversary.